is Tuesday. It is 10:30. So of course, this is Tuesday Talks at 10:30, and I am evidential medium Stacy Needenthal, and I come to you every Tuesday at 10:30 to talk to you about things that maybe you're not comfortable in talking to other people about. Maybe you just have some curiosity. Maybe things have been happening around you that you're not sure what they are. Maybe you're interested in connecting to your own spiritual path. But this is the time that we sit and we talk. And good morning to everyone. And we just talk about things that kind of balance the earthly realm with the spiritual realm, because there is so much spirituality right now that is growing in different ways, and it seems like it is such a buzzword, but it has always been around. And for some reason in the past, it has been kind of a no to talk about any of this. Well, for the past probably 4 years, I've been coming on every Tuesday at 10:30 live on social media and also on my YouTube channel to have conversations about things that come to me at night or pop into my head of what we need to talk about. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to talk about the fall equinox. We're going to talk about meditating and manifesting and lifting the veil and just different visions and different things that you may be seeing during this time. So if this is the first time that you've ever been on, put a 1 so that I can personally welcome you. I love to always see where people are watching from, and feel free to share this episode of Tuesday Talks at 10:30. So lots of new events that are coming up, and you can check the new website, connectingtospirit.com, and just click on events or connect with and see what's going on. And I would love to see you at one of the events or in a private reading. We've got some online courses that we're doing as well, and some new things that are coming up. So good morning. So yesterday was the fall equinox. September 22nd is the first day of fall. And it seems like it just rushed in so quickly. It just feels like I was talking to you about summer equinox or the spring. It just seems like it was just the first day of spring, or it was just the first day of summer. And here it is. Well, now we're on the second day of fall. So I wanted to talk to you about what the fall equinox meant and what the spiritual meaning is behind it, and some things that you can look for and glide with in your own spiritual energy. So it's called the equinox because yesterday, at a certain time, the earth was balanced so that it wasn't tilted more towards the sun and more away from the sun. It was balanced. So we had equal sunlight and equal darkness. It's this equal balance of light and dark. And I tell you, isn't this kind of what we try to do within our own spiritual energy? We try to have an equality of the light and of the dark. Darkness comes in, but the light is always there. It's searching for that light. Fall equinox invites you to acknowledge the accomplishments of the year. So when spring we planted the seeds, summer the seeds bloomed, and now fall is the harvest. Just as the flowers, just as the trees start to lose their leaves this time of year, it's the moment when we look at what we have carried with us thus far and what we no longer want to carry away. We want to nurture our inner being. We want to nurture our energy and our spirit, and we want to allow ourselves to grow. And in order to do that, some things need to fall away. In the fall, it's called the time of deeper reflection. So now's the time to take this deeper reflection, this deeper look within. And I have a deck of meditation cards. Of course I have a deck of, right? I have so many decks, it's not even funny, because I always I like to, if I feel like I'm in a slump, or if I feel like I can't think of something to talk about or something to meditate on, I always reach for a deck, and it gives me some type of information to concentrate on. So it's 100 daily meditation cards. So it gives you things to meditate. It talks about inner space and breathing techniques, how to find Zen, mindful living, mindfulness basics, love and kindness. But it gives you these different things to look at, to meditate on, to manifest when your mind is going out of control, when the world seems like it's out of control. So when it calls for a time of deeper reflection, I pull this purple card. All right, and this is the visual field with the eyes closed. And what it says is meditate for 10 minutes. We've been told that when we close our eyes, we see darkness. Is that true? Test yourself. Focus on your visual field with your eyes closed. Do you see darkness or a beautiful light show filled with different shades of light? You know how when you close your eyes, sometimes you see those dots. It looks like darkness, but you see dots, or you might see flashes of light, or maybe you see someone's face. But this is your vision field, that third eye. So when you're doing this inner reflection, you're closing your eyes and taking notice to what you see. It's a time to embrace the balance of the opposing forces in your life, the light and the dark, while resting, visualizing, and manifesting, aligning the mind, the body, and the spirit to restore the body. So, when I'm thinking about that, I look at the Veils of Illusion, which is an orange card. And of course, the cards go with the solar plexus, and so you can look at that as well. This card says, Veils of Illusion. Veils of illusion are when an unknown, or something that you don't know, enters into your idea space. With this new information, you are able to see the reality more clearly. Today, don't be afraid to say, I don't know. So when you're aligning your body with something, it is okay to say, I don't know. I want to visualize and find clarity. So it's aligning the mind, the body, and the spirit. And and you've probably heard this before, I wish it was my saying, but it's not. We are a human in a spiritual experience. We are spirit in a human experience, not the other way around. So we are spirit. We are energy. We are soul. But we're having human experiences, looking for the connection between the earthly realm and the spiritual realm. And right now, during fall equinox, coming into fall, we are being grateful for the harvest. This is the season to reflect on your personal growth. So look at where you started 2025 and look at where you're at right now. And visualize where you want to be by the end of the year. Have you gained wisdom or have you ignored it? Sometimes I get an intuitive push to do something that I ignore, and then something happens that I think, oh shoot, I knew I should have done that. Why didn't I listen? So it is paying attention to your intuitive pushes for greater things for you. So I want you to look back at 2025, the beginning of 2025. Can you put your finger on some intuitive pushes that you had, that you paid attention to, and that you gained perspective of something? And then I want you to look at the things that, I knew I should have done that. But it's being grateful for those pushes. It's being grateful for the lessons that you've learned and the people that you've met and the paths that you've crossed, the opportunities that have crossed your path and that have blossomed into better opportunities for you. Or maybe they were opportunities that were a short time and just no longer fit into your vibrational mode anymore. This is releasing and renewing time. So it's releasing what doesn't fit and renewing. Just like the orange card said, it's the veils of reflection. In the beginning of the year, maybe you didn't know what you didn't know. And maybe along the path, you gained wisdom about that from different experiences. You've received this new information with new insight that you either thought, I'm going to grab a hold of those reins and walk forward with it, or you thought, I need to drop these reins because this is not for me. The equinox is a powerful spiritual metaphor for personal and spiritual transformation. Like, now is the time. To me, any time is the time. If you've decided on any given day that I'm going to grow in my spiritual walk, it's a good day. That's the right time. But when we enter into the energetic atmosphere of the equinox, it gives it an extra boost. Letting go of old patterns that just no longer fit into your energetic vibe. Have you ever been doing something that just felt like, man, this is the way I need to go. This is just the right thing to do. And then all of a sudden you get a different piece of information and it doesn't feel like it fits right. Well, here's my thought pattern. You needed to feel like you needed to walk along with this, to learn what you needed to learn, until it no longer needed you to aid it in growing. So you are being present with where your energetic field feels, what your vibe feels like. You're preparing for winter, which makes me shudder. Spring and summer, that's my vibe. Yes, I like fall, but as soon as it starts to get cold, I get achy. I just don't want to get out of my cave. Summer, I want to be outside. Summer, I've got all this stuff that I want to do. But when you look at the winter equinox, it's a time for slowing down. So it makes sense that we slow down. It's slowing down, taking a pause, looking at new opportunities, looking at new insights that emerge. With this pause, it's a time to reflect on your intentions and what you want to manifest. It's a time to slow down and look at your intentions and what you want to manifest. When the sun's energy wanes, it is a natural transition from an outward focus, to an inward focus. Which, what did I just say? In the winter, I want to stay in. In the summer, I want to be out. So this fall equinox is that bell that rings that says, okay, time to look inward instead of outward. This is the perfect time to set your intentions of what you want to attract. Hold on a second. Sorry. Oh, there we go. That's a little better. So, when you think about what you want to attract, you're manifesting, you're setting your intentions. And you know, these are all these buzzwords: manifest, intentions, alignment, waning. And if you're new to your spiritual path, you may be thinking, well, Stacy, what the heck? How do I manifest? What do I do? So there's several steps you can do in manifesting. I'm just going to talk about 8 of them real quick. So you want to clarify your goals. What do you want? And clarify it. Add here is what I would like to see happen within such and such a time. Or something better. So you're asking the universe to offer you what you're visualizing or something better. And you're setting your intentions, consciously or subconsciously. Here's what I'm expecting to come in. Here's what I'm visualizing. I know it is coming, or something better. But here's the thing. You need to set actions behind it. You need to, they call it like the sacrifice of love. What are you going to do in order to achieve these things? You can't just ask the universe for something and then sit in front of your television or your phone scrolling and expect it to happen. What type of sacrifice of love are you going to put into this? How much time? How much meditation? How much prayer? How much reaching out and doing service for others? So there needs to be a balance of visualization and actions. Then when you are putting the action into it, obstacles will come up. And you're removing those obstacles. Maybe in your mind you're thinking, I can't do this anymore. Why should I do this? I just can't. Maybe someone's getting in your way saying, well, I wanted that. I started to do that first. But it's removing those obstacles, shutting the mind down and saying, yes, you can. And if someone else is getting in your way, hey, come along with me. Let's do this together. Or back away from that person. Employ effort and program the actions behind it. So this is that effort that I was talking about. Perseverance. Do not give up. Allow yourself time, space, and actions. Be patient. And then detach from the results. Now, isn't that interesting? If this is what you want to manifest, I have to detach from the end result. So what that means is it's you saying to yourself or something better. Here is what I'm visualizing, but maybe the universe has something better. And when I ask the universe, when I ask Source to show me something, I follow it up with saying, I am so thankful for you walking by my side and showing this to me. I'm thankful for the result, the end result, that I may not even understand right now. But I'm showing gratitude for that. I'm persevering. I am detaching from the end result. I am not thinking to myself, if I don't get this, then I'm never going to manifest anything ever again because it doesn't work. Perseverance. So, it's honoring your life, shifting your consciousness from the lack of to I am grateful for. So remember how I just said, when I set my intentions, when I manifest, I am thankful for Spirit walking by my side, for Creator walking by my side, for the end result that I may not even know right now, because I know Creator knows already what the end result is. All I need to do is follow along and persevere and put action behind it and be grateful for the little steps. It's making room for eternal space. Internal space. So it is shutting out the negative talk within your mind, the drama that you create within yourself. It's clearing out the junk drawer. How many junk drawers do you have? I mean, honestly, I don't even want to tell you how many junk drawers I have. But it's clearing out the junk drawer in your mind. Do you fill yourself with busy work so that you can't actually manifest what you need? I mean, when I'm trying to work on a project, and I've got several projects that I'm working on, as soon as my computer dings that I have an email, I seem to go over it, and then I get lost in the emails, and then I lose my thought process of what I was working on. So I make a list. I've got my list today because I've been out of whack here lately. I make a list. I'll show you. Made my list. All right. Of things that need to be done. And then I might put a time limit on it. I'm going to spend an hour doing this. And an hour doing this. And 15 minutes checking my email. And I've got one of those little square boxes that has a timer on it. Or you can set an alarm on your phone. But it is bringing those new thoughts in because you are emptying out the junk drawer. And there are so many times that I want to wait until the end of the day before I look at my emails. I always think to myself I should check them at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day, not in the middle of the day. It's ignoring text messages, carving out time of when I'm going to check my phone for text messages. For those of you that are on your spiritual walk, your spiritual walkers, it is time to activate a new cycle of growth by being silent, meditating, giving yourself permission to listen to the tug of your path. It's visualizing. Remember the orange card I talked about? It is okay. How did it say it? Veils of illusion are when an unknown, or something that you don't even know, enters your idea space with new information that you're able to see the reality of it more clear. Today, it's okay to not be afraid to say, I don't know. It's visualizing it. It's grabbing a hold of it and saying, I'm along for the ride. Show me where I need to go. Help me to know what I need to dismantle or to release, and allow me to know when I need to pick it up. And if I need to pick something up and I miss it, show it to me again, or something better. Honoring the light that is also shedding light to others. The universal light. Without your light, the universe would grow dark and you would be missed. So it's shining your light for all existence to see. So look for the light within yourself, but also look for the light within others. It is so easy right now to judge people and disagree with opinions of others. I'm so tired of hearing what your side is or your side is of the situations that are going on. You know what? Instead of being angry about what's going on, meditate and pray and send light and love to your opposing force. I'm done. I'm done hearing it. I have unfollowed several people. I didn't block them. I unfollowed them. Because yes, I see your point of view. And yes, I see this person's point of view. But nobody has all of the information. And if you are angry about something, go deep within, release that anger, and offer love and meditation to the situation so that more answers can appear. We talk a lot about inner reflection, and it's not counting the negative things that are out there, that are in here. It's counting and looking at the positive things that are out there and in here. The giant steps that you've made since January 2025, since January 2024. It's concentrating on the journey that you're on in positive light and asking for more information so that you can offer it to others. Because here is the tightrope that we walk. Sometimes we only look at the negative things and then we get negative. Sometimes we only look at the positive things and then ego says, hello. So it is finding the balance and getting ego in check. Ego will always be there. Ego is part of your shadow. It's part of your personality. Ego is who raises its ugly head when you are so proud of the things that you do. It's finding a balance. The equinox ushers in balance. So finding your balance. It's finding your way into the spotlight to adjust the volume of your energy from dark to light, if you feel like it's there. Making it brighter so that it shines on others, while keeping your ego in check, staying humble. Ego. Ego is not your friend, but sometimes we need it for our self-confidence. It's just keeping it in check. I know I speak a lot about being your own best friend and seeing the accomplishments that you have made and inner journeying and, being the best you that you can be. But sometimes, all of a sudden, we become a fan of ourselves. We want to be in the spotlight. We want this, we want this, we want this. It's checking your ego, right? It's being who you can be so that you can be of service to the others, to the world that's around you. It's honoring your light so that you can honor the light in others or turn the light switch on for others. The equinox, it's finding that equal light. It's a growth spurt in your vibration. And when there's a growth spurt, you have no room for ego. It's balance. And balance is so very important. If one of your tires is out of balance, what does your steering wheel pulls, maybe the car bumps a little bit, it's finding the balance within yourself. Service and growth within yourself so that you can help others. In the equinox, ponder how you can be of service to others, how you can be that voice of reason for others, but also you can be the ears to listen. Sometimes it is better to listen than to advise. One of my pet peeves is when I'm having a conversation with someone and they totally interrupt me. Like this phone is interrupting right now. I'll turn that off. Oh, well, now you know how I feel. Well, let me tell you this. And there are several times I'll be in the middle of a conversation about something and someone will cut me off. And I do get rude and say, oh, because I'm finished speaking and what you have to say is more important. I will give you that moment to speak. And I am a very good listener. But it bums me out when I'm cut off. And I'm sure it bums you out as well. Because sometimes we just need someone to listen. That's the light that we need. Make sense? So we talked about the balance of listening and doing, being present and reflecting, asking to be guided into balance. Now, isn't that an interesting thought? You're thanking your angels, you're thanking your guides, you're thanking spirit, you're thanking source for assisting you in finding balance as you face the day ahead. I talked about that the other week when I was reading a Kyle Gray book. And he says he wakes up in the morning and he thanks his angels and says, thank you so much for this day that I'm going to have today. And I thank you for allowing me to be able to handle any situations that come about. Make sense? Someone says, you have hit a very soft spot for me this morning. Thank you, sincerely. I needed to hear this. I am going to take it to heart. Awesome. That's what these talks are about. Ask to be guided into balance. Then be thankful when it is shown to you. And I want to take it a step further. Be thankful before it is shown to you. I'm thanking you that you're going to show me the direction that I need to go in. Because meditate for 10 minutes. We've been told to close our eyes and we see darkness. Is it true? Test yourself. Focus on your visual field when you close your eyes. Do you see the darkness or beautiful lights and beautiful shades? What does that mean to you? All right. Then when you have that, then we go to the orange card. It's the veil. It is okay not to know right now. I don't really know right now. I will ponder it. I will think about it. I will pray about it. I will meditate on it. And when I feel the guidance that I need, I will let you know. You will know as soon as I know. And then look at the 8 steps of manifesting, clarifying your goals, setting your intentions, determine your actions, remove the inner obstacles, add action, persevere, be patient, and detach from the end result. Because you know what? You don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you're walking into. It could be a beautiful adventure for yourself, a beautiful opportunity. But if you enter it in fear, or you stumble because of fear, or you send fear into the universe, guess what? That's what you're manifesting. And that's what all this stuff is about, right? If we want peace in this world, little by little, we need to help heal the world, one person at a time. And if you are manifesting what you say, check in with what you're saying. Just check in. My kids will tell you when they would say, "Oh, I hate." I'm like, you don't hate anything, because you're sending hate into the world. Now is the time to find balance. And will it automatically come? No. But it's that little step that you take each and every day to find balance of something. Being thankful for the balance that's being brought in. Checking your ego. One of my mentors used to say, your ego is not your amigo. And it'd be funny if he was watching and he'd be like, oh, that was me. Okay? So it's finding the balance right now, resting, reflecting, getting ready for the winter, right? Just like a bear hibernates in a cave. And when I think about it, when I was saying, when it gets cold, I don't want to go outside. I just want to stay inside and cuddle under a blanket with a book. I don't want to go out because it's cold. That's what the equinox is saying to you. It's cold out there. You planted your seeds in the springtime. They blossomed in the summertime. And now you are reaping the harvest, preparing for winter so that you can prepare for the new harvest. Balance. Because when we stay nuzzled in, sometimes we can find negative thought within our own mind. But it's searching for your accomplishments of the year, making adjustments, and learning lessons. Never going to do that again. Or, when I try that again, I'm going to do it this way. Well, guys, fall equinox was yesterday. Fall is coming in, and then it will be winter, but then it will be spring. It's a new day every day. Make the best of each day. Find balance. Be mindful. Set your goals. Clarify those goals. Remove the obstacles. Persevere. Have patience. But detach from the end result. Because Creator knows what the best end result is for you. But Creator will also not give you an end result if you don't get up off your butt and do something. If you're not present. If you're not thinking and meditating and navigating it. Make sense? All right, guys. Evidential medium, Stacy Needenthal. This is Tuesday Talks at 10:30. Connecting to Spirit with Stacy. New website, connectingtospirit.com. The events are up there. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that, let's say, instead of saying I hope, I am manifesting. Here we go. I am manifesting a beautiful day for each and every one of you. Grab a hold of that manifestation. Persevere. Put an action behind it. Stay firm in it. And be thankful for the day that you have been given today. I will talk to you next Tuesday at 10:30. Peace out. I love y'all. and we'll see you on the flip.